Hi, I am Veronica Dileni, author and painter of the book It Comes from the Heart. This is about an additional painting I did not include in my book. Holy Crosses. On the night of April 25, 2025, I was feeling very uncomfortable because I felt insecure and scared. I could not really tell what was going on. I spent the night watching TV thinking about the feeling and hoping it would go away, but it never did. Once my husband Ray left to work, I came back to bed, and while I was laying on it, right away I felt like someone was laying right next to me, right on my husband's right side of the bed. It had been a long time since I last felt something like that. What happened to all that protection that I had felt for so long? What can I do so I don't feel this way? After questioning myself this, something came to mind. When I was in my teens, a loved one from my family told me a story that back in Mexico, in a little town where she was born, there was a married couple. When the husband went to work in the early morning, his wife remained sleeping in their bed. For one reason or another, the husband came back early, not knowing that his mother had went to bed with his wife to keep her company. Thinking his wife would be pleased to see him coming early, he went straight to their bedroom, and to his surprise, he saw two shapes of bodies under the sheets, all covered up to their heads. He got so upset, so angry, and so jealous that without thinking, he went to get a weapon. He returned to the bedroom, standing in front of their bed, ready to commit a sin. But what he saw was a giant white cross made of light, protecting them on the top of them. He dropped the weapon and realized that the person who was sleeping with his wife was his mother. He cried and got on his knees, asking God for his forgiveness for what he almost did. He later learned that sometimes his mother will come into their bedroom and pray with his wife and keep her company. After remembering this story, I thought, that's it. That is what I need to do. I was still feeling scared to the point that I truly believed that someone or something, perhaps a very nasty and dark entity, was laying down close to me. Oh my God, I thought. I started praying, asking God to please protect me with His holy cross. Yes, a big one. Please, God. Just like how you protect those ladies in the past. I really couldn't sleep. I was very awake with my eyes wide open, praying like I always did with the little prayers I remember. I really did not want it to look behind me. I gave my back to the nasty thing, remembering to never give up. I prayed and prayed, and then suddenly I saw this beautiful light coming down toward me. It appeared so holy. I kept looking at it when, wow, I also saw something coming out of me. It raised up to meet the light and together became one. There was no difference between them anymore. In their light, they carried many shiny, tiny lights or crosses. It was hard to tell. And all together they returned to me, entering into my body. After this, I felt very peaceful. I was no longer scared. Now I was ready to sleep. But nevertheless, I kept praying until finally I fell asleep. I have heard that God is inside of us. I suppose that by Him coming to meet me and me meeting Him in the middle, we united. Holy Crosses. Title: Holy Crosses. Acrylic wash, panel canvas, size 9 by 12. Year: August 6, 2025. I have a full free reading of my book, It Comes from the Heart, on this channel. In my book, I talk about my life story and, of course, all about other dreams I have painted about God, Jesus, the Virgin, saints, and angels, even supernatural and spiritual things. In it, you learn about how God healed me. I have also translated my book from English to Spanish on my second channel, Viene del Corazón. If you wish to buy a copy of my book, you can find it in English on Amazon and Barnes& and Nobles. Links can be found in the description below. That's all for this video. I have more to share, so like and subscribe to see more, and thank you for watching.